Oh, they have game sound though. Oh, I guess
There is game.
coming
There
in
is
from-
game sound. I can hear game sound. I've got that stream open.
All right, I think you can hear us now. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. Got that fixed now. Welcome to another exciting match here in the bracket round of 32 stage of the 2023 Rookie Rumble, already underway. 2.5 minutes or so in here, and our two racers are exploring the overworld near start. Found some money. No signs of any weaponry so far. How's it going? I'm joined tonight by the Gob One. How you doing tonight?
Hello, Nick. Once again, deja vu. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is definitely a match I was looking for since the first one last night between the two of these guys. It was a really fun match. Both excellent runners. Lorgon coming in as the number 10 seed, and Yumi, I believe, was a number 23 seed. But Yumi took a very early lead yesterday with a pull of an any key out of the Armos, and he didn't really look back from there. Netted a lot of other key items very early. Lorgan grabbed the silvers first out of 5, but Yumi stayed ahead of him in Triforce count and just kept on going. He made it to 9 first and got dunned, but Lorgan really picked up speed right at the end, and he ended up closing the gap. It was under 10-minute difference, so both runners very competitive here. This could be a very close one.
Yeah, Yumi was a man on a mission. Just so if you're new here, we call "Why Must You Hate Me?" We shorten him to Yumi to make it a little easier. Also, Lorgon shortened from Dr. Brian Lorgan or Lorgon because a lot easier to say. I believe we've found level 5 is the only dungeon so far, down in the very bottom corner of the Dead Wood.
Yeah, it's like this seed knew we were going to have audio troubles at the beginning. It was kind enough to have nothing interesting happen for the first few minutes.
You know why? That's because I rolled this gem of a seed and it knew.
You did. Armos Heart. Lorgan not letting the Armos item go unobtained today. He grabs the heart container out of that Armos. He was probably hoping for an any key, but not tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, it feels like 50% of the time I think the Armos item is a heart, just with heart shuffle on. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing considering our white sword item in this flag set is a guaranteed white sword. So I'm never too upset when I see an early Armos heart.
Lorgan on the left has located some meat and arrows, fairly affordably priced. Yumi found a blue ring cave, 230 on the low end.
Yeah, is that the minimum price? I
believe so. I've never seen it cheaper than that, so it's got to be a minimum. Here's level 8 up in the northeast, and a letter for Lorgon.
Oh, from downtown, sniping Yumi in the second room. Ooh, there is our cheap bombs and a cheap-ish candle. Not bad.
Yep, Lorgan definitely grabbing that candle. I bet he'll run back in and grab a bomb pack or two. Yeah, here he goes. Yumi, entirely empty-handed, finds Ganon's room. Luckily, no Ganon, because he is not prepared in the least to face him.
Yeah, very ominous finding Ganon's room that early. Not sure how to feel about that one.
He does manage to grab an early key out of 8, and he's going to leave with it, and that's a very good find sometimes. A key from one dungeon can let you into maybe a lower-leveled one.
Lorgon dealing with the firing squad here very nicely.
He's also taking a very different strategy from yesterday's race. He likes to leave some money behind early on until he's dealt with some door repairs. This time he's picked up a lot of it already and made some early purchases, so he might be playing things differently from last night on purpose to maybe try a different strategy.
Yeah, obviously being down one game, he's facing elimination, right? So you got to feel a little bit under the pressure. Ooh, gambling game. Didn't quite... Did he get it there? I didn't see if he actually got the...
I don't think he got it.
Alright, here is some any roads. That one's okay.
Alright, all 3 of our secrets rolling up today. There's going to be money left and right, and boy, the large secret does not get too much larger than that. As a Lorgan's gonna max out his money in an instant.
Right, so it looks like we have an any road up on Death Mountain, one over in the forest, two over basically in the forest section. Alright, they're not too great, but they're not awful.
And an immediate blue ring purchase for the full-on rupees Lorgon. And he's still got a little bit left over after that. And two
Yeah, I've got to,
large secrets still to find.
I've got to say, when you can buy the blue ring before you can find your wood sword, I always feel like that's a great feeling.
Absolutely.
Once you get that sword, you can just start motoring.
I think that was Raft on the coast item spot there.
It sure was. Water blocked water item.
I know whenever I see something like the Raft or the Power Bracelet on there, I'm gonna like, oh man, is that gonna be required?
I know, it's always a small cringe for me, like, ooh. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yumi's stacking up the money as well, too. He must have found one of the big secrets.
Yep. Now, Yumi did complete yesterday's race without a ring purchase at all. In the post-game, he mentioned it wasn't for lack of wanting one, he just never accumulated the funds to do it. But he is now over the 230 needed for that blue ring, so he will probably pick one up himself.
Well, there's our hint for Maggie, or Megs, I guess. I call it the magical sword Maggie, just because, you know, why not?
Oh,
But it's in the forest, so it should be pretty easy to pick up. Pending hearts, of course.
A level 2, full of blue whiz robes for Lorgon. He is going to nope out of there.
That would be just like this game. You pick up a blue ring, and the game's like, well, if you're going to go blue, so are we. There are all the whiz robes. Dressed up in blue robes.
Here's a pretty expensive hint cave here by the lake. Lorgan's going to leave that for later because he's spent his money, but he knows as soon as he has a large secret, he can just rip right through all three of those hints.
Yeah, that's fairly close to start, and yeah, if it was me and it looked like the total of all those hints, though, is probably somewhere north of 150 rupees, so if you ever accumulate that amount, I would definitely be save scumming those hints for sure.
Now Lorgan is switching strategy, leaving money behind, because he has not seen door repairs, so he's probably thinking that might be the next few spots he hits.
Yeah, I want to say we unless we miss it at the start with the technical troubles, but I don't think since we've come back or whatever, we've seen a door repair.
Yumi finally acquiring his own offensive capabilities in the form of bombs and a blue candle.
And our lovely tracker, Mr. Pedantic Potato, who, by the way, is seeded #1 in this tournament, just FYI. I want to throw that out there. Letting us know they've seen one door repair. I believe our sword is either going to be way up on Death Mountain, or under the waterfall, because you've seen everywhere else.
Now here's level 5 down in the far southwest corner. Lorgan immediately encounters a key-blocked room full of Gibdos. He does not have that one key from 8, as Yumi does.
We may not have seen Vanilla 1 yet, either, as a check. I'll just, saying it like it is, show me the money. That's where one of us is supposed to yell, Jerry!
Yep, there's one.
Ooh, that's a nice little find.
And 4 on Yumi's side. Both of them coming with Gorias. So Yumi deciding against it, but Lorgan's going to handle these keys as quickly as he can. It looks like he's going to pop in and out. He's going to alternate between the two. He's going to clear both rooms with just a candle.
That was a nice double shot there in the room above.
Yeah, that gets him a key there. Let's see what he pulls out of this room.
Oh, the game didn't register the second one dying. That's kind of a scam, not gonna lie. Our arrows rolling down to, I believe, their minimum price as well, 60 rupees.
Yumi choosing to leave those behind tells me he's probably got his eyes set on a blue ring soon. Lorgan gets another key for his troubles with the Stalfos, and another quiche room there.
Wow, level 1 being very generous with the keys instead of
Yeah.
giving them to you.
Not typical for level 1, but today it's being very kind to our ill-equipped runners.
And another one, wow. That is +4 keys, I believe, right? Lorgon didn't have a key. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, nice red candle pickup there. Greatly increases his ability to clear out these keys rooms. And he's going to need it here because blue candle is not going to be very effective against blue gorillas.
My second favorite item to find early, the red candle next to the wand.
No item there, and he's got 2 key doors staring at him. Looks like Lorgan's going to try a different direction now.
It looks like probably a blocky sort of level 1 here by the layout. So tough to really guess where to go with those keys.
I guess after last night, Lorgan decided that if he can't get the any key, he'll get every key instead.
Well, there's our meat block that probably won't come into play now.
Very tricky trap room here, the parentheses minus moat room, but it nets him a floor heart, and there's the Triforce.
This dungeon has been extremely generous with the enemy set. Did we only see 1 gorilla room, I think?
Yeah, and even then, it wasn't all that bad. Had a couple of keys to go with it, and Lorgan cleared it very quickly. He gets a map. I think he's seen more than half these rooms already. He's contemplating, do I spend the key on that single room up there? And he says no.
Yeah, I think that's the correct decision in that case. You've done most of the one. Coming back to check it could be fairly quick.
It is until later when you find out it's the wand, and then you're sad.
Oh, he's gonna check it? Okay.
He's got the east side here a little bit more. It had a couple of key doors. No, he's going straight that way. I don't think he came through this room either. This was the room behind the bait block.
Right, and it's a key door either way to get in there. By the looks of it.
Lorgan says, enough of that. There's a sword to find somewhere in Hyrule. That'll make my life a little easier.
Meanwhile, Yumi's just been plowing through the overworld. I haven't really been paying much attention, so I haven't seen him catch anything too important yet.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the overworld mapped at this point, but still no sign of a sword that he can pick up.
Level 6, we are starting to pile on the levels here. Looks like key, so that's another Guria set dungeon, I believe? I might be wrong with that one. Oh, Yumi gonna kill the Dodongos.
Yumi with the Triforce grab might be saying he's going to leave for now and leave it maybe to record her back to easier later. Nope, he's going to continue up into the Lost Hills area here. Meanwhile, Lorgan working his way through Death Mountain. On 0 bombs.
me going for the deep Death Mountain check.
Yeah, I think this is the only place our runners haven't really looked yet. Here's well, here's level 8, which we saw earlier, but where is our sword?
Yeah, I think this might be it. Either that or by the Armos next to level 1. Wow. Fred? Hello? Fred?
Well, at least our runners will remember where level 9 is.
Somebody get Fred on the phone. I thought this was supposed to be Randomizer.
Yumi ties it up in the heart count. Both our runners at 5, which you'd think is good for White Sword, but game 1 yesterday, White Sword needed 6 hearts.
Yeah, I feel it. I almost never is 6 hearts from what I've seen of racing and just watching these matches, which is kind of statistically weird, but hopefully 5 will get it for these guys. Oh, I'm getting pinged in the chat. Fred doesn't like being yelled at when the game doesn't randomize locations. Fair enough. There it is. It is at the top of the waterfall.
Oh, definitely a far trek from our starting spot. And not really straightforward. You can't just go like straight up. You gotta either come from it in Death Mountain or come from the northeast area, and that's going to be a last check for runners a lot of times if you're starting their start.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be in the last batch of checks for most runners. I totally agree.
Likely including for Lorgon here, as he's clearing what he can in Death Mountain on 0 bombs. He'll get the open cave over this way, and then maybe he'll finally turn his attention to the Lost Hills.
Ooh, that's a tough break for Yumi. I think he hit the big secret with about 240 rupees already in the stash. That always feels pretty bad.
Yumi finding this level 1. He's even better equipped than Lorgon was, and Lorgon made a lot of progress in here on just blue candle that quickly turned into a red one.
Yeah, I want to say, I believe Lorgon did pretty much all that he could, minus the key doors. The keys were really what was stopping him, so it'll be interesting to see if Yumi feels like he picked up enough keys to sort of chance going through some of these ones. Lorgon getting the news that 9 is indeed at 9. Yo dog, I heard you like level 9, so we put your level 9 at level 9.
Both our runners now at 6 hearts, so that's a guaranteed white sword if they find it, which Lorgon now has bombs, so he's going to go bombing around Death Mountain. He may end up finding a white sword here.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the hint for it either.
Yeah, it's almost unfortunate that he found bombs, as not having them might have sent him in the direction of the wood sword.
Looks like Yumi might take this key door here.
He is going to at least clear this room, which Lorgon did not clear.
I think he was just trapped in there, that's why he wanted to stay around and clear it, just in case. He hasn't gotten all the floor drops yet.
Meanwhile, Lorgon has turned his attention to the coast, and he's found the other hint cave, a lot cheaper than the first one. Gets the hint that the red rings in level 5.
That is a very handy hint indeed.
Yeah, he may linger in level 5 a little longer than one might normally, as Yume picks up his red candle. A little bit more offense for him.
Of course, we all know that hint actually didn't spawn into the game until they bought the blue ring first.
Of course. Now go buy arrows and you'll get a silver arrow hint.
Is that? Oh, there we go.
Oh, first sword, white sword for Lorgon. Finds that in the forest by the lake.
That's gotta be a nice relief for him to finally get that offense under his back. And he is pretty much good to roll here. He's got white sword, blue ring. I think he knows where 4 or 5 dungeons are. I think he's missing just one that Yumi has. He knows the red ring's in 5, so he's ready to roll. He's going back to 5 right away. Looks like Yumi's also hesitant to spend those keys as well. He has 5. I know Lorgon got up to 4, and he decided to keep his keys as well. Yumi's going to get the news here that he's got to spend the key no matter what.
Yeah, when you get a red ring hint, it's especially in a little bit larger of a dungeon, it's always a bit of a trade-off, because on the one hand, you know that one of 2 items isn't going to be bow or silver arrows in that dungeon, but maybe you'll get lucky and find it there. But yeah, no, Lorgon says there's still lots of this race left. I want to find this red ring, get some additional defense, so I can just face tank everything that's in my way. I can't blame him.
Yeah, it looks like Yumi spent the key. Unfortunately, that was not the room. So let's see, there's basically 1 room left. That's going to be our staircase drop in 1. I think Yumi's going to go for it. He's not going to leave this one. He's not going to leave anything in this one.
Yeah, with 4 keys, I think that's a good bet. Get 3 items. Worst case, it's just more hearts.
Right, and it is just the heart, so that's not going to hurt Lorgon at all, leaving that behind for now.
Meanwhile, Lorgon digging deep into 5. He knows this red ring is in here somewhere, and he is not leaving without it. And still keeping his key count up pretty high.
Yeah, once you get over 5 or 6 keys, you know that the any key spawns into the game, so we'll be having that come pretty soon here. Though this early, 25 minutes in, I still wouldn't be unhappy to see the any key at all. So probably 30 plus key doors you're going to have to open the rest of the seed.
Lorgon opting for a transport here in 5 doesn't take him very far, but it puts him in quite a rough room here.
Bring the lovely Gleeok scream as you walk through Hyrule, trying to call all the enemies to his aid. The death rattle, we'll call it. I don't think Yumi has the hint in level 5, with level 5 red ring. Looks like he's poised to head in there anyway.
Now, without that hint, the question will be, does he dig it any deeper than he would with the hint?
Yeah, very good point, actually. Depending on the other item you find, it can be tricky. I do think he will get that hint eventually. It was the cheapest by far of all 3 hints in that cave. I think it's just a matter of time. Obviously, he might opt to not come back because this one is pretty out of the way. Unless you, well, I guess it's not too bad from the start screen to get to 5 again. If you pick up a flute, that's easy access.
For sure.
Lorgon definitely going to make quicker work of this 5, though. Maybe with the still green tunic and still wood sword on the beginner offense, rooms are going to be twice as long for him here.
Not to mention the fact that any money he picks up along the way is just going to go to waste. I'm a little surprised that he's been saving this money seemingly for a blue ring purchase and didn't make the diversion to pick one up on the way here.
Yeah, I am positive we saw at least 2 blue ring shops for sure. It definitely isn't the rare shop, so I have to think he knows where one is. Maybe not yet. Maybe he doesn't know, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he probably does.
Yeah, he's seen one, I think, somewhat close to start too. Chat speculating he might want a bomb upgrade, but those could be in any of our dungeons. Certainly, if he sees one at this point, he might pull the trigger on it, though. Especially sitting at 1 bomb currently.
For sure. I don't know if anybody... Well, maybe not. I'm not very good at this game, so maybe that is, you know, the smart play here. But I don't know if anybody who sort of saves it for a bomb upgrade without knowing where one is, because you could go another 45 minutes without even seeing one show up, or at all, depending on the way dungeon's route. You might not see one all seed. But Yumi's also a very good runner. Has great combat. He's a vanilla runner, right? So he's dealt with these harder rooms on Woodsword before.
Here's the map of level 5 from Lorgon. He's going to take a quick minute to mark off the rooms that do not exist before he continues his exploration. He'll zip through the rest of this most likely.
Alright, level 5 is Darkwing Duck. That's what I see on the map.
Yeah, I see that too.
More transports for Yumi. Actually, that might be the one that he took already, but...
Here's a Triforce up in the top of the O column for Lorgon. He's going to save that for later, and he's got a few more rooms to knock out over here. And there's that red ring sitting right there. He's going to be really happy to have that.
Yep, 30-minute red ring. You got white sword. Got red candle for a little ranged offense. Now the question is, do you keep going? I think you definitely clear out this little mini section over here, but then it's a bit of a tough choice whether you stay or not.
Plenty of bombs, plenty of keys. Offense, defense good. Absolutely. And sure enough, one more room later, Lorgon finds another amazing item here in 5.
Oh no, this could be awful for Yumi though. Actually, no, wait, because he doesn't know about the hint. And knowing the hint might have been terrible if you go, okay, red ring, Triforce is the next room, I'm gone.
We'll just have to see if he's got the keys and the bombs to make it up there. Or if he sees the Triforce and decides to bail, or worse, the red ring and the Triforce and says, that's good enough for now.
I mean, I don't think he will, but he may just get the Triforce and go, alright, I'm out of here. And that might actually even be a good thing if he does that, so he's forced to come back later, but I think Yumi's done most of 5, and it's one of the dungeons that's considered on the smaller side, right? So I think he's gonna dig the rest of it and find it. I really hope so, because otherwise that's a pretty big turning point of this match, no doubt. Because if I'm thinking, I've done this whole dungeon, I know the rooms I need to get to are way all the way in the top. Although maybe he's got some transports that'll get him up there faster, but probably lower on the priority dig.
Well, Yumi's seen the Triforce and wants to have nothing of it. He's going to keep digging in here. He'll be rewarded with a red ring, and if he presses on, which I expect he will, he'll get those silvers too.
Yes, keep going, Yumi, keep going. Looks like the blue potion is the cheaper tonight, or the double blue if you want to spend the extra time. Alright, here we go. He's gonna get it. Very nice. So we are potentially now, well, maybe not even. The ladder is almost required in pretty much every seed. It's very rare to get one without it, but potentially just a ladder and a bow. And away we go.
Now, if you're Yumi and you have a red ring on you and you have 255 rupees, what's your next purchase? And silvers.
I am going directly for those hints. All the hints. Give them all to me.
Chat saying buy the shield. Chat also suggesting
coming.
Yeah, buy keys. Oh, yeah, at this point, you have 255, you know there's another large secret out there. Buy keys, even if you have 2 or 4 or whatever, you never know. You can run in a particularly nasty dungeon.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I would buy keys after, but me personally, I would be going for these hints and...
Oh, that's
my money.
A given here, I think. And Lorgan's going to pick up money again. He says... I'm in good shape. I have arrows. I won't need to buy those. He sees his hot dogs on the coast.
Right, power bracelet in level 8. I believe Leok returns as 8, right?
Yep.
Oh, raft not required.
So that hot dog gonna stay put. Shrubbery required.
Very expensive shrubbery, apparently.
Mags. Over here in the forest.
Yeah, he should buy. Monkey saying he should buy blue ring, stick it to the man. Yeah, he should just buy that blue ring to assert dominance on the shop owners.
Lorgan found a potion shop, left, and immediately returned because he had enough to buy the better valued blue potion. So he's walking around with a potion now.
I've been trying to track where the dungeons are, and I have us with 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8, with 2, 3, 7, and 9 outstanding. Oh no, 9 was at 9, right?
I think we briefly saw a really nasty 2 with Wizrobes.
Yeah, our track. Thank you, Potato, for saving my bacon. I don't know where level 2 was, but I will mark that we found it.
Bacon and potatoes.
Don't start that. Oh, we just found 2 on the corner bush on the lake? Okay. Thank you. I guess it doesn't have to quite be exact for me.
Easy lift white sword for Yumi. He picked it up at 7 hearts last night. He picks it up at 7 hearts again tonight.
Looks like the keys are probably one of the more expensive things here in the seed. 109, and I'm pretty sure the other shop rolled to 99, so if you are gonna spend your money, keys are gonna eat up a fair chunk. I like this play from Lorgon, go into 4. Smaller dungeon, you're decked right out. And it's Korea's too.
Yeah, he will put off that Wizrobe dungeon for as long as he possibly can, hoping to pull the bow out of 4, maybe.
Here's more hints for Yumi. I missed the first one he picked up. That one was trash.
The first one was just the red ring hint that Lorgan pulled out of this cave earlier.
Oh, that was the only good one, so unfortunately a waste of money for Yumi there.
Probably good news for Lorgan, since he didn't run any of the other hints and currently doesn't have much in the way of money available to do so. So no advantage for Yumi there.
Yeah, I think the advantage, the knowledge advantage right now is pretty even. Yumi has just got that Triforce and 6, which was just a little, I think it was only a couple rooms in, it was a freebie when he had no combat. So the match is dead even, in my opinion. Well, not anymore!
A ladder pull for Lorgan. We haven't seen much in the way of ladder blocks, which means they're waiting somewhere nasty.
Level 4 with the ladder on the floor. What more can you ask for?
Korea grumbles at the grave. I don't think we've found level 7 yet, so that's a useful hint for Lorgan for sure.
Yeah, the grave is a pretty small... Oh, no, I guess it doesn't include the armor spots there, but I believe those were checked, so...
It does, however. Yeah,
Go
it does include that power bracelet spot, so...
Exactly. Yeah, I think somebody pushed the grave. I was going to say, I don't think I saw anyone push the grave, but I believe Yumi was up there very early, so I want to go out on a limb and say that 7 is probably behind that power bracelet. Ooh, Potato saying no one has checked the bomb spot in the graveyard. That's always one I kind of sneak and leave behind too. Especially if you get into the Deadwoods early and screen scroll over there, that one is always looming right next to the power bracelet spot.
Oh, Lorgan stops on a dime right in front of that Triforce, just sitting in that room.
I love the slash of the Triforce as well, telling you, no, you stay right there. Lorgon looks like he wants the full clear 4 as well. It's an easy enemy set, I can't blame him for this. We don't know how big it is quite yet, but...
Well, with the way his luck's been going, he's probably hoping to pull the bow out of here.
Yeah, this 4 isn't too bad. It looks like it's probably mostly all connected. Of course it's segmented, but only a couple of rooms.
And any connections that aren't there, Lorgan has plenty of bombs to make them.
Alright, Yumi just taking out that graveyard bomb spot. It was not level 7, so I am 99% sure now that 7 is PB law. Or a power bracelet.
I'm sure that's exactly what Yumi wants to hear, that his least favorite dungeon is going to require extra effort tonight.
Did Yumi check the other hints about level 8 power bracelet yet?
I don't think he's grabbed that set yet. But Lorgan is just ripping through this level 4 very fast. He almost left a key behind in his speed, but he's up to 7 keys now. He's good on keys, and there's a Chevy room there.
Yeah, he knows where the Triforce is. He's gotten the ladder off the floor. He is just searching for a staircase at this point. Obviously, he doesn't want the one that goes through the segment, if you can help it, unless the other staircase is in the second room in the segment, which it does tend to happen.
Meanwhile, Yumi making good work of clearing out all the bomb spots up here in Death Mountain.
And boom, headshot on the manhandle. One go. Sea mackerel. That is go mode, baby.
Lorgan simultaneously feeling really good, but also wondering, has my opponent had the same amazing luck that I've had? He's not going to slow down for anything, though.
It's always in the back of your mind, thinking, man, I didn't perfect order this. My opponent probably did, but... yeah, obviously 7 blocked by the power bracelet, so we're not technically in go mode, but we are getting Triforces and getting the heck out of all the dungeons from now on. You know who rolled this seed, by the way? Now I'm going to be asked to roll all... you know what's funny? I roll seeds like this for myself, and they're hot trash. I roll them for SpeedGaming. It's a beauty. So far.
Now, one thing to remember, though, is it's looking like we are going to need Power Bracelet to find level 7, and Lorgan does not have that deduction made just yet, necessarily. He hasn't necessarily cleared out all the spots in the grave area, so he's hopefully remembered and logged in Z-Tracker that Korea grumbles in the grave. But he's going to be a little sad when he gets up there and clears everything except for the power bracelet spot. Finds no level 7.
Yeah, if anyone new is checking us out for the first time, Lorgon, also known as Dr. Brian Lorgon, is the creator of Z-Tracker, one of the 2 tracking programs here for Zelda 1. Obviously, extremely helpful when playing Randomizer. And if you enjoy or want to check Randomizer out, I think we have a Discord command we can throw in the chat. You can come say hi. We're all very friendly. The water is warm, but we won't tell you why.
Question in chat from Jenny Sue. Oh, he absolutely checked that Armos item pretty much right away. It was just a sad little heart. But interestingly enough, Yumi not finding that heart himself.
Oh, he has not found the Armos heart yet? Surely he has.
Unless we somehow missed it.
I can hear Chester shaking his head all the way over here at that one.
Oh, Potato says, nope, he does have that heart.
Potato also throwing the and the book as well. Why not? Gotta have maps. But Potato putting a curse out into existence. Maybe the power bracelet will be blocked by a dig dogger. Why?
I don't
Why,
know.
Potato?
As much as it seems like we willed things into existence in this seed with our commentary, I'm going to refrain from any further idle speculation about where the power bracelet could be.
Wait, you don't have the button that says put the bow in 4 after I say it? Mine
Oh, I
says
thought you did.
Oh, we're not supposed to tell anyone that.
Oops, never mind. Everyone forget we said anything.
Get the memory scrubber.
Here's the first of 10 million staircases in this segmented level 3.
Hey, level 3, 3 segments. 3 times 3 is 9. 9's at the vanilla spot. Yeah, Ganon's gonna be in his OG room. Oh no, wait, we already saw that. Dang it. Trying to math on stream. I've seen bad things happen before.
Yumi with a
Half-Life 9 confirmed. Go ahead.
Yumi with a book and a heart and a Triforce out of level 3. He's done. Lorgan grabs the Triforce of level 6.
That ties up the Triforce count 4-4.
Now, I don't think Lorgan found the items here in 6.
I don't believe so, no. Lorgan also got his 4th Triforce at 44 minutes. Oh boy. Watch out.
Question from chat. Are we missing any dungeons? We are missing level 7, which we have a hint that it's in the graveyard on Lorgan's side. But I believe between our 2 runners, the only spot it could still be in is that push block power bracelet spot.
Yeah, we did get a hint. I believe Lorgon has the hint that the bracelet is in 8. I don't know if Yumi does or not.
I think that hint was in 4, which Yumi has not explored yet. Instead, he's in here in 8. Unless he finds
I know exactly what this level 8 is. If any of you watch the fabulous Zelda 1 randomizer runner Money Mercs, he uses a sprite called Bubble Bobble, and this is the head of Bubble Bobble. Yep, Lorgon is try and go for sure. think Lorgon here is at the point where he's just scrolling through Death Mountain with a couple dungeons left, going, please don't be locked by an item. Please don't be locked by an item. He finds 3, we can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Lorgan, with 8 keys, decides to pirouette that key door. Honestly, I've had 12 keys and still keep pirouetting key doors, so can't blame him there.
Yeah, sometimes 9 can be very cruel and have about 10 or 12 key doors. I've seen it happen. I've seen recently where somebody found Zelda in a shoot room but ran out of keys. That was a pretty bad time for them. You're gonna have to dig this big 8, but he got the compass though. That's kind of nice. Let's see if he does find our bracelet.
I think it's in here somewhere. We had a hint about it, I believe.
Yeah, I'm positive that it's gotta be in here because it. I believe the hint was Gleeok returned power bracelet. That's what
Yep. A book for Lorgan that'll give him the rest of the maps, but at this point, he just wants a Triforce, or at least he thinks he does.
Yeah, I think at this point, I don't know if I think Lorgan got the hint. Yeah, I'm confused on the hints. I think Lorgan got one of the hints that the bracelet's in 8, but I don't know if he's got the hint about the grave being the spot for 7 yet.
Lorgan has the grave hint for 7, but not the power bracelet location hint. Yumi is the inverse. He has the power bracelet location hint, but not the hint about 7 being in the grave.
Did you see that? Yumi just got trolled. He got 3 fairies in a row from the Dodongos. No bombs. What the heck?
That was absolutely amazing. If someone could please clip that and drop that into Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the math on that one. One of you rando pros out there, please, because I'm newish, but I feel like that is pretty dang rare. Oh, see, they're saying it has something to do with the count. This is my problem, see. Alright, we've got a staircase for Yumi. There it is.
Yep, now Yumi doesn't realize it, but that actually puts him in a slightly better position, because even though he doesn't have the knowledge location of 7, eventually he'll end up pushing 7, whereas Lorgan is going to have to figure out that 7 is under that power bracelet spot and find it, which he does not have the hint to do so. So he might end up digging a lot longer for that unless he decides to buy the hints.
Yeah, at level 4, the ladder was extremely free, if I recall. I think there's only 3 rooms in on the floor, so it's not like Yumi is going to have trouble. And I think it's on the way to the Triforce anyway, so Yumi's going to for sure get his ladder. His power bracelet pickup could be massive, for sure.
Now, CD in chat very wisely pointing out that Lorgan has the Triforce here in 3, but he's still digging for an item. He knows he needs something.
Yeah, I like this. I think this is, quote-unquote, the correct play, right? Small dungeon. Yeah, it's triple segmented. That really sucks, but it's easy to clear. You're kitted out. You know you're probably needing something with the block, so I really like it.
And there it is, level 7, under the grave power bracelet spot.
Now, Yumi doesn't have his bow out of 4 yet, so, but I really cannot imagine a world where Yumi's going to dig this level 7. He's going to get the Triforce and get the heck out, I'm sure of it.
Unless he's hoping for a repeat of yesterday, where I think it was level 7 that had the bow deep inside it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's part of the hashtag Never7 gang. I want to say he is, though. And finding that heart is actually probably even going to help his cause, saying, you know what, one item, the massive 7. I think I'm going to get the Triforce and jet.
But now Yumi is faced with 2 key doors, and he's down to just 2 keys. He's going to go ahead and spend 1 to make a little bit more progress here in 7.
Wow! That could not be a more clutch hint. And a bomb upgrade right next to it. Who wrote this beautiful feed, I tell you what.
I never get seeds like this.
I know! I wish I was playing this seed right now. And there's the other item in 7, so now you're literally getting the Triforce and getting on out. So, wow. Wow, if the Triforce is right there, man, I wouldn't even know what to say.
But at this point, Lorgon's knowledge gap has quickly been closed with that very fortuitous hint for Yumi telling him where his bow is. So he'll get the Triforce out of here, and then he is going to beeline into 4, get his bow, and he will truly be in Triforce and Go mode, whereas Lorgon is going to need to go to 8 to find his power bracelet. And he doesn't even know that yet.
Yeah, that hint was... I'm not going to lie, that hint was disgustingly lucky for Yumi. I'm sure he'll say that too, but to have the one item you need for Go mode and you get a hint basically 2 rooms in level 7, I mean, that... You gotta feel great. Looks like, I'm just taking a look at Yumi's tracker. Once he finishes 7, he has 4 and 2 remaining. Yeah, he is just going, I'm sure he'll go straight to 4, get his bow, and then take down 2 and head on into level 9.
Lorgon now with both items out of 3 and the Triforce. He's done here. Let's see where he goes next.
Look at that. That was a pretty quick 7. You can't feel bad about that one. Where are all my Never 7 guys in chat now?
Lorgon pushes the Armos for level 8, but immediately leaves. And he wants to get as far away from there as possible. He's going to head to the coast. Ooh, but is that because he decides he wants the rest of the hints?
Ooh, this could be pretty nice too. Yeah, he wants those hints.
Unfortunately for him, these are the wrong hints to buy.
But he did buy the... He must have... Because he bought another set of hints, right? So,
He bought the very first hint in that cave a while ago about the red ring, but I don't think he's bought any from the other set. And it's that other set that has our hint about the power bracelet location.
Right. That's the red ring set. Oh man, that is crazy. I've never seen a race basically decided by a hint before, but... Well, that's not true, but this one was so explicit, it was kind of wild, but... We still have a ways to go yet. There's still 9, and 9 can do 9 things, that's for dang sure.
Meanwhile, I think we missed a mags check over on Yumi's side, and it did not pick up on 12?
Well, you can't always get what you want, right?
But here he is in level 4. He's going to have his bow, and very likely his ladder, in quite short order.
Lorgon praying that raft was the block to his level 7.
I'm wondering if he took note of the Guerrilla Grumbles hint that he headed into. I'm wondering if maybe he missed that.
Yeah, because he did get it, right? Yumi didn't get that hint at all. He just happened upon level 7.
Yeah, that's the only way we've known about 7's location for a while is combining the knowledge between the 2 screens.
Right, Lorgon getting the bad news that raft is not the answer. So now looking at potential flute or power bracelet. Obviously, power bracelet statistically the better chance of blocking your last dungeon here. Oof, someone in chat super cursing it, going along with the madness that Potato has turned to and saying that there'll be a dig dogger in level 9 that'll block everything.
And the way Lorgon is progressing now, that might be his best hope if he happens upon a recorder in his hunt for an item to unblock his level 7.
we have seen that exact scenario where Big Dogger in 9 was required to open 2 shutter doors that were the only way left to get to a few staircases. So it is possible. Likely, not really, but you never know. It is randomizer.
Lorgan taking his chances on his last small dungeon. It is a Wizrobe dungeon. He saw that very early. He's got his red potion ready and immediately uses it. But now Yumi has his bow. He's going to be out of this level 4 very shortly. Although he did not find the ladder yet, which is interesting because Lorgan found the ladder before the bow.
I'm pretty sure he just got it in the room below there, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
he
positive
did.
I saw him pick it up. So 4 and 5 had all your items. You know what else? 4 and 5 equals 9.
Ah, wow. It was like the clue was there all along. I'm going to have to remember that for every seed I play ever again.
If level 9 is at vanilla 9, just go to dungeon 4 and 5. That's what it is now. Illuminati confirmed exactly.
Lorgan spending valuable time clearing out these Wizrobe rooms, but it's not going to get him anything he needs.
Yeah, I can't fault him here at all. This feels like the correct play too, right? Level 2. I don't think he got any items when he was in here the first time. It's a small dungeon. You need the Triforce. I absolutely cannot argue with this play to go to 2 here.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of level 2 before Lorgan just started making headway, and that is the one remaining level for Yumi after he's done in here in 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think they both sort of snuck in, saw Wizrobes, and said, no, we'll see you in about 45 minutes with much more offensive defense. Everyone bow down for the Lord Banana. Yeah, and of course he's going to full clear this too, yeah, which is absolutely, I think, again, the quote-unquote correct play.
And not a particularly small level 2 either. Might almost be...
This is Captain Hook's hook hand.
Might almost be faster to clear 8 at this point if the enemy set's a little easier.
Yeah, I don't recall the enemy set. I'm not sure what was in it. I think we've only seen Wizrobes in this dungeon, right? I haven't been quite paying too much attention because they've been really kitted out on the defense for quite a while, so it hasn't been a huge issue to deal with. I don't think Lorgon has the flu. Let me just double check his tracker. He does. Lorgon got the flute out of level 2. Okay. Well, there's one very tiny piece of that Big Dogger-sized puzzle.
Oh, he finds the other hints, and he pulls the correct one! The cheapest hint tells him exactly where he will need to go, although he may test Recorder Lake first. Unless he remembers the Gria Grumbles hint. Yep, that's what he's going to do. He's tooting to the lake. He'll clear that right now, and then when that does not give him his level 7, it is going to be straight to level 8 for him. But he's going to have to hustle if he wants to catch Yumi, because Yumi is mere moments away. He's got a compass. He knows exactly where he needs to go.
Yeah, he doesn't have to full clear this too. I mean, he's been in legitimate go mode for a few dungeons now, I think, since that 7 hit. So definitely saving some time, just not full clearing these rooms, right? Like this kind of room doesn't have to spend 30 seconds attempting to clear it.
But Yumi is down to just 1 key. Even if that doesn't slow him down here in 2, that could be disastrous in level 9.
Yeah, 1 key into 9 definitely does not feel very good. You are pretty nervous, in my experience, with 1 key. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I thought he was gonna get eaten.
He's held that potion in a couple of the Wizrobe rooms for dear life. Did not pop it, moved away from it, and finds a very kind enemy here guarding the Triforce.
And that Moldorm was very generous at the end there. I thought for sure he was going down. Not that it would have slowed him down by about maybe 45 seconds at most, but still.
With Yumi on his way to level 9, we have Lorgon in 8. He needs the Triforce and the Power Bracelet, and then he will very quickly make his way to the Grave push block for level 7.
Well, we hope so, right? He doesn't... we have to assume at this point that he didn't get that Gria Grumbles hint. So he actually could check some of the other spots first, which might be an extra couple minutes, right?
Very true.
Go straight to it, but I think 8 is very close to 7. Someone is saying. Eight is next door to 7. Is it? Ah, right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 8 was in this Armo spot over here, and it's literally right next. So that'll be the first check he makes. So that's good. Yumi into 9 at 103.09. You see? 9 everywhere.
Yeah, hopefully that's the first check that he makes, but that is a scroll and a handful of screens away. Lorgon may opt to record her to a level that's closer to a different push block.
Yeah, you're potentially right. This is a disgusting room, and where you really thankfully you grabbed the red ring.
Yeah, we found all those whiz robes, but this is going to make it even harder for Yumi to find keys in here if he's got to pull them out of whiz robe rooms.
Also, we hear Ganon, I believe, too, right? I am pretty sure I heard a roar. Yes, we did. We came from the right, we went up, so only 2 locations he could be at. Of course, this one does not bomb. Gonna probably bomb the bottom to see. Just gets a lovely hug first before he does. Okay, so 2 potential locations for Ganon. And Yumi, of course, is going to vigorously track his level 9.
Oh, no bomb spot on that side either. Ganon might be cut off and needs a staircase for access.
Alright, level 9. I know this one's a bit out there, but this is the portrait of Squidward giving a thumbs up.
Yeah,
right,
I can.
Nose hanging down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, looks like it's probably going to be a staircase down to the Ganon location. This 9 is actually not too big, right? We're missing a big chunk in the top left, a little chunk in the bottom left. It's not too shabby. I think Lorgon is closing in on the bracelet room. I think it's a couple of rooms. No, I don't think this is it. It might be, but I thought it was a little lower on the map. I hope it is. It is!
There it is.
Go, Lorgon, go! Here we go!
He's going to need a combination of some very quick moves to pick up this Triforce and to clear 7, and a little bit of a twisty level 9 to slow down Yumi.
Yeah, he's going to need a quick 7, but I believe it was a fairly quick, depending on the way you go. If I recall, Yumi went up first, then decided to go back down to the left, which gave him his hint. There was a bomb upgrade, but I think only a few rooms away from that was the Triforce. And keys could definitely play a factor. I don't think we've seen one yet, and there's another one for Yumi, up to 3 now.
Well, you called it. Lorgon is going to push the right power bracelet spot first, finds level 7. Still wants to save every key he can.
Oh, Yumi getting lucky here in 9 as well, too. Up to 4 keys now. He's explored maybe a third of 9. I want to say 4 is probably going to be enough to get him through the rest of it. We, of course, looking for that, what he hopes is a staircase that will send him to the Ganon section, and the other thing we're looking for, obviously, is the shutter door that will not open once you clear the room of enemies or push blocks. Of course, don't forget that sneaky one on the left in the staircase room. And if that happens, we know that's where Zelda, aka the Kidnapped, is located. Yeah, or after Ganon is dead, exactly.
Yeah, Yumi's key count no longer an issue. He's up to 6. He should be just fine. A lot of walls being very friendly and bombing open as well. He's been able to make a lot of continuous forward progress here. Hasn't had to do too much backtracking, although this room finally says go back the way you came.
And Lorgon is out of 7. That was fast. Here we go. Well, you and I both know Yumi's going to end with 9 keys. That's just how this seed's going to go.
Now, the real question is, can we get them to end 9 seconds apart?
That would be something else. Here goes Lorgon. He is making his way up to 9.
And because there has been no direct path to Ganon, if he finds a route that Yumi didn't take, he could get there first.
Yeah, where are all the staircases? I think Yumi has only found, like, 1, maybe 2? Alright, here we go. Lorgon in at 109.30. 109.
Oh!
That is back to the original.
Yeah, that's not going to help him out here, unfortunately. Lorgon, meanwhile, pausing, he's going to blank out his map so he knows exactly what places to bomb and not bomb.
Yeah, I think Lorgon is probably the, I mean, of course he made to be tracker, so he's very familiar with it, but I think he's the cleanest level 9 tracker that I've watched for sure. If you want a tutorial in using Z-Tracker to its fullest extent, definitely give Lorgon a follow and check out his streams. Same with Yumi, too. He races quite a bit, so you'll be quite entertained or educated by either or both of these guys. Oh, another hint! Fails him out! Never mind, we knew that one already. I just got excited for hints.
I think it does tell him which of the 2 possible rooms it actually is. Because being in the southwest means it's got to be in that E column.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, that actually was useful information. So yeah, now knows exactly where to find it. Oh boy. Well, that's not something we need to kill. If it's the compass, it'd be funny. Wow, that would be hilarious if that Dig Dogger is the compass.
Another staircase for Yumi takes him to the far corner from Ganon.
Yeah, I agree with Chad saying that I guess Yumi left the shutter door, enemies in the shutter. Definitely, in my experience, always want to clear those out so that you know if you're finding Zelda or not.
I think he left him in a double shutter room, which when there's 2 shutter doors in a room, that means it can't be Zelda, the sole exception being if it's Ganon with multiple shutters.
Ah, that is information I was not aware of. Thank you, sir. Well, if we know this seed, Zelda will be in the level 9 column.
And here is Zelda's room on Lorgon's side.
Ooh, so close. He's got Zelda. He just needs to find a way to Ganon.
Meanwhile,
I don't know
Yumi
if
has
Lorgon knows
found the
where he is.
way down to the southwest.
No, Lorgon would have heard that roar, I think. Oh man, this is gonna be close.
There is Ganon on Yumi's side at 112-12. White Sword, 8 hits to Ganon to finish him off. There's 2. He's got the stun lock.
Oh, he lost it.
Oh, 7 hits! He gets away, and he gets the 8th.
Killing Ganon directly in the middle of the room.
But I don't think Yumi knows where Zelda is.
No,
And Lorgon is in Ganon's room, finding a different way there.
Holy man. Strap on in, ladies and gents. This is going to be a photo finish. Get the stun lock, Lorgon. Here he goes. He's got it. Lorgon knows how to get to Zelda. Can Yumi get there first? Yumi has to luck into Zelda here. He's on the opposite side of the map. The Wizrobe rooms aren't going to help. Lorgon dispensing with the last of his bombs. I like it. You might as well use everything in your arsenal right now. Using his last silver arrow to take the staircase.
But Yumi's in the same staircase.
Oh my god! Oh god! Brian, what are you doing? Oh, he doesn't take it! Oh, he takes it now!
He's going!
No! What? The stunner stepped down the stairs! Lorgon got stuck on the stair too! Oh, Lorgon!
But that's gonna do it! Lorgon wins it with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, 26 seconds. And it looks like Yumi's going the other way.
Wow. What an amazing end to this race. GG to both guys, absolutely blitzing this seed. And this is one of the most entertaining matches I've watched so far. These guys are super close in skill, and we will have a game 3 going to be a beauty.
And we are joined now by Dr. Brian Lorgon, tonight's winner. GG's Lorgon. What a race.
Looks like we can't hear you, Lorgon.
Thank you. I had my mic muted. What a race indeed. It sounded like I felt like I right ordered a bunch of stuff, but Yumi was obviously hot on my tail, so I'm glad we gave you guys a good show.
And Yumi does finish it out just 50 seconds behind you, 57 seconds behind you, with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, 23 seconds. But what a race that was. There was not a clear leader for any part of this race, and yet you two took such different paths. That was
I
really
imagine
cool.
so. Like, I lucked into the one hint that I bought was the hint about the red ring. And I was like, you know what? I'm heading straight to 5 and diving that first, because that'll negate Yumi's main advantage over me, which is he's better at combat. And so I went right into 5, got that red ring based on the hint, and then I felt like it was going to be smooth sailing.
Yeah, and Yumi joins us now here in chat. Yumi, GG's. Oh my god, what a race.
Yo, what up? GG.
But
GG,
yeah,
man.
two
We gave you a
very
good show.
very different paths from you guys, but both right on top of each other, but knocking out different things at different times. Lorgon ended up getting the bow early the silvers early after he had that red ring hint that led him to 5. Meanwhile, it was Yumi who had the puzzle solved for the required location of level 7 first, getting the hint for the power bracelet location. Now, Lorgon, did you see the hint?
I knew where 7 was for a long time. I was still
Okay.
checking overworld spots because I was missing a take any heart, and if I was going to get a shot at mags, like I thought I might still be diving like all of 6 and all of 8, trying to find the power bracelet. And if I got like heart, I just wanted to give myself a better mag shot. But I had the hint that the grave was at 7, and the only spot left was the power bracelet after I bombed the one just south of it. So I knew it was there for, I don't know, like 10 minutes before I finally found the power bracelet.
We were wondering if you did pick up on the hint, because you thought maybe some of the running you took, we were worried you didn't get it, so I'm glad you knew exactly where it was.
But yeah, it might have been a waste of time because I was still just 9 hearts then, and so like, maybe I should defer that and think about mags a little bit later on, especially with the red ring. Like now that I'm saying it aloud, like I had the red ring, the white sword was going to be plenty. I should have just left it at that.
Now you did get a little bit tripped up there toward the end, and that gave Yumi the advantage. He got into level 9 first, but Yumi, tell us about your thoughts on level 9 tonight.
Well, it's the same old story, man. I'm never going to be competitive until I can figure out level 9. I was in there for, I don't know, forever, it felt like, again. And this is like, even the ones that I win, it's like every time 9 gets me, like, I don't know, I was just pausing, got confused, got turned around. And I don't know, man. I just felt like everything was pretty smooth up to 9. I think I got into 9 around an hour, right? So I guess it wasn't that long. Maybe it just felt longer than it was.
Yeah, you had a few minutes head start. Yep, a few minutes head start, but what ended up doing it for Lorgon was he found Zelda's location before he got to Ganon, and then pretty much exact right pathed it from there straight to Ganon.
I mean, it was just, I already knew where Ganon was because I could hear him through the walls, and so I had him marked on my map, and he was somewhere down in the bottom left. And after I found Zelda's room, like, it was just dumb luck. The only other doorway after I found Zelda was Transport 1 that brought me right next to Ganon, so...
And you guys were actually in that transport back to Zelda at almost the same time after fighting Ganon.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, there was only one staircase that took you to Ganon. It was staircase 4, and all the way in the top right corner of the entire map. So that's like I don't know how you would... Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just, yeah. I marked it as a stair, but there was like 100 other stairs. Like, I have no reason to think it was that one in the very top. So it sounds
like I got, lucky with my route that I just happened to stumble upon Zelda. It was like the first thing that I found basically after bombing a bunch of walls right at the beginning. And that gave me the edge I needed in order to force a game 3, which means chat, you get to see us again.
And
yes, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled. I tracked your race last night, and that was a really fun one. And tonight, just even tighter. I imagine whoever's going to come out on top of Game 3, you're going to finish milliseconds apart.
Exactly 9 seconds apart, to be exact. You guys will enjoy watching this back, I think. It was close. There's a little section where Lorgon got the bow in 4, the ladder, I should say. And the bow in 4, and we thought,
4
wow, that's
and 5
massive.
are stacked.
Yep, 4 and 5 equals 9, so that's why they're stacked. 9 at the vanilla 9 spot? Makes you think.
Yeah, I did 5 way early. I had no idea the red ring was in there. I had white sword. I had wood sword at the time. I just went down there because I don't like that. I didn't like that level being down there. And
yeah, it's nice just to get that corner cleared out so you never have to go back there. I was just in my random routing, like I found the any roads, and Road 4 brought you out on the coast, and there was a hint shop there, and one of the hints was really cheap, so I was like, okay, I'll buy this hint. And it was like, the red ring is in 5, and I was like, well, I know where I'm going.
Yeah, I ended up seeing that hint later, but yeah, I was like, oh, well, great. I didn't like seeing that hint at all. I did not like seeing that. It's like I know Lorgon's probably got that hint, and he's going straight to 5, which is, plays against my skill set.
Oh, yep. Sorry, yeah. Lorgon did have a little advantage there, and then Yumi, you went into 7. You didn't have anything out of 4 yet. You went up in 7, but then you decided to come back down to start and bomb left, and you got the juiciest hint I've ever seen that the bow was in level 4.
Yeah, that's a good hint, but at the same time, I was digging 4 either way. Like, there was no way I was leaving 4 without the bow. So I mean, I was like, okay, it was a feel good hint, but I definitely would have dug 4.
I feel like Yumi and I have kind of the same philosophy on hints, which is they're usually not worth it. Like any hint that's about 1 through 4, you're gonna dig them anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like not a big deal as a hint, even if you get that information typically.
For sure.
Are
It's still
you a
nice to
never
see it,
seven
though.
guy?
Yeah.
But hey, at least it wasn't a bow deep in 7 tonight.
Yeah, that was cool. I guess apparently
I
there's
saw 3 rooms of 7 and 4 rooms of 6. That's incredibly lucky.
yeah, that'll help you speed up. I guess there were a bunch of staircases again, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 staircases I didn't go in. So yeah, I guess there could have been a bunch down there. My bad. Did you take the one in the top right? Is that the one you took in the very northwest corner, east corner?
Are we talking about Dungeon 9 again?
Yeah, it's again in. Sorry, my
One
brain's all over the place.
south and one east of Zelda is a stairway that brings you to the bottom left, just southwest of Ganon. And that's how I
Okay.
found him.
I see. Yep, that's one of my question mark staircases. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, that was fun. Game 3 will be fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we will. Do you have game 3 scheduled?
Nope. I mean, why schedule it if we didn't even know there was going to be one? Or that was what I was thinking. I wasn't sure I was going to pull one out. So
Well, definitely work on getting that on the calendar, and we're all really excited, looking forward to that one. Anything else any of you guys want to say as we're heading into game 3?
No, I'm good, man. Well, I'll get with Lorgon and we'll get a game 3 scheduled ASAP. I'm sure.
yeah, it'll be fun to play. And yeah, if we can do it ASAP, like that would be great, because I feel like I haven't been able to watch as many matches this week because I'm too worried about playing, and I don't want to watch one like right before we do a match because I don't want to have somebody else's race in my head. I need a clean slate in my brain. But yeah,
yeah.
usual thanks you guys for commentating and tracking, and all the restreams from SpeedGaming and all that stuff. It makes it, like I said, yeah, this will be a fun one to go back and watch. It's so close.
Any closing thoughts from you, Gob, on this wild ride of a race that we got to watch?
Yeah, just want to echo that. Thank you guys for a great race. If anyone's left out there in the chat before we clean it out, go ahead and give these guys a follow. We'll put the command up there because you can see more fun action on their channels, I'm sure. And yeah, thanks for Nick for coming with us, and for Mr. Pedantic Potato for clicking the buttons and keeping us honest.
And speaking of more fun action, we have 2 more Game 2s going on right now. Over on Speed Gaming 2, you can watch Billick going up against Cobra, and over on Speed Gaming 6, we have Blessed Bee versus Hate 13. Definitely our big thanks go out to Speed Gaming for the restream, to tonight's Tubertastic Tracker, Pedantic Potato, to both our runners for an amazing race. I'm Nick Has a Game, alongside the Gob One, reminding you to never give up, trust your instincts, and use bombs wisely. Good night, everybody.
And don't mismark your map. Bye!